Hello everybody, my name is Sarah and I'm going to be teaching a lesson on probability. The objectives of this lesson are for students to have a basic understanding of the concept of probability as well as the skills to be able to find the probability of various occurring events. The constant standards that go along with this lesson are from the Ohio Department of Education Mathematics Model Curriculum for Statistics and Probability for 7th grade. Students will have to investigate chance processes and develop, use, and evaluate probability models. They will understand the probability of a chance event as a number between 0 and 1 that expresses the likelihood of the event occurring. They will also approximate the probability of a chance event by collecting data on the chance process. Some academic language that students will need to know for this lesson are probability, which we will define soon. 2, numerator, which is the number above the line in a fraction, and denominator, which is the number below the line in a fraction. Before we begin this lesson, you would like to refresh on the idea of fractions. What is a fraction? How would you write one? And what does it represent? So let's get started. What is probability? Probability is the chance or likelihood that something will happen. It is used every single day. For example, baseball players think, what is the probability that I will make a base hit? And they determine this by their past hits. When I was a kid, something that I determined was, what is the chance or probability that I will get dessert today? If I was a good kid and ate all my dinner, the probability of me getting dessert was very high. But if I misbehaved and did not finish my dinner, the probability of me getting dessert that night was very low. Which brings us to the question, how do we show probability? The probability something will occur lies between 0 and 1. If the probability is 0, the event is impossible. So for example, the probability that I am a male is 0. It's impossible. I'm not a male. It will never happen. 0. If the probability is 1, the event is certain. So for example, the probability that I'm a female is 1. That is absolutely certain. Anything that is not impossible or certain has a probability that is demonstrated with a fraction. That fraction is the number of favorable outcomes, or what we are looking for or what we want as the numerator, above the denominator, which is the number of possibilities. Let's look at some examples. What is the probability of choosing a red M&M? To solve this problem, we would count the number of red M&Ms. 1, 2. This is what we want or what we are looking for. So it is the numerator. 2 red M&Ms above the denominator, which would be the total number of M&Ms. 12 total. So the probability of choosing a red M&M would be 2 over 12. What about the probability of choosing a blue M&M or a green M&M? So let's count. 1, 2 blue M&Ms over the total of 12 M&Ms. 2 over 12 again. And for the green, 1, 2 green M&Ms over the total of 12 M&Ms. So 2 over 12 a third time. What is the probability of choosing an orange and a yellow M&M? To solve this problem, we would have to add up the number of orange and yellow M&Ms. So let's count. 1, 2 orange M&Ms plus 1, 2 yellow M&Ms over the total of 12 M&Ms. 2 plus 2 is 4 over the denominator of 12 total M&Ms. So the probability of choosing an orange and a yellow M&M would be 4 over 12. What is the probability of choosing an M&M? If I put my hand in a bag, I'm not going to pull out a bag of M&Ms. I'm not going to pull out peanuts or Skittles or monkeys. I'm going to pull out M&Ms. So the probability of choosing an M&M out of a bag of M&Ms is 12 out of 12. I will always choose an M&M. So 12 out of 12 or 1. It is certain. What is the probability of choosing a Skittle? If I reach in my hand into a bag of M&Ms, there is no possible chance that I will choose a Skittle. It's impossible. So it's 0 out of 12, or 0. Let's look at another example. With a penny, there is heads or tails. So what is the probability of flipping heads? There's 1 heads, that is the side of a penny, over 2 total sides. So the probability of flipping heads would be 1/2. What about the probability of flipping tails? There's 1 side of tails and 2 sides total. So again, the probability would be 1/2. So let's review. What is probability? Probability is the chance or likelihood that something will happen. And how do we show this? We show this through a fraction where the numerator is what we want, what we were looking for, over the denominator, the number of possibilities. That brings us to the end of the lesson. Thanks for watching.